The day after Trump's election in 2016, I woke up feeling the full weight of history. Knew this would be my most difficult day in the classroom because today I won't be explaining what is America, but rather why America is still so intent on destroying itself. And this is not a conversation a 23-year-old me is ready to have. So walking down the stairs, it feels a lot like Sisyphus going up a mountain. Is there anything more hopeless than a black man trying to fix white America? But my uncle decides, who's also my pastor, decides that 6:30 in the morning is the perfect time for a sermon, a lecture about the Lord's work. He reprimands me for my despair, asks if I've forgotten that I am one of God's chosen children, and I have no rebuttal. How do I tell this man, who's been one of the best examples of God's blessings, that I am starting to lose faith in what he has taught me? That I haven't stopped believing in God, but in the idea that the Lord always knows what's best. He asks, why is it so hard for me to surrender to my Father's will and all my mind can conjure up is every genocide I have taught, every lynching I've memorized, every crusade that's been fought in his name. And I just want to ask, why does God's perfect plan always seem to include so many sacrifices? Why does a burning bush always seem to be made out of rosewood? I want to respond that the Lord's work has started to look a lot like a neglectful parent who does everything to keep up appearances but won't shed a tear if I die. So this morning, I don't want to see any empty parables or platitudes. I want to see the miracles that were promised. I want to know the Sermon on the Mount wasn't given on top of a cemetery. I want to know why Abraham spared Isaac while America keeps laying its children on the altar, but at 6:45 in the morning, these are answers I'm not yet ready for. So I let my pastor's voice become white noise, the kind I know I'll be hearing for the next 4 years, and somewhere between lesson plans and prayer requests, I've stopped trying to make sense of it all. I've stopped trying to hear God's voice because it's impossible not to get disappointed in the silence, and I start to believe that maybe death is the only language God speaks, and I've grown tired of translating blood into blessings. So on the day after the election in 2024, I wake up with a resigned grin, have already decided that I won't let this ruin my day because America has proven itself to me too many times. And if there's one thing history has taught me, it's that this nation will always be a country of blood and that God is always willing to sacrifice more of it. So we both still believe. My uncle's faith says that God doesn't make mistakes. My faith says that God doesn't change. And we're both right. So why am I the only one losing sleep over this?